most special day in Akashic readings. We'll begin with the Sadguru Vandanam. Nithyanandam Paramasukadam Kevalam Jnanamurtim Dvandvatitam Gagana Shadrisham Tattvamasya Ekam Nityam Vimalamachalam Akshibhutam Bhavatitam Triguntam Namami. Nithyananda. Yes. So today we are going to be having a beautiful Parashakti Bhava Samadhi Darshan and Akashic readings. So let us now go through what are we going to actually cover in this program today. So we'll be having an introduction to this program and demonstration of extraordinary powers of third eye. Who is Devi Parashakti? What are Akashic readings? How can we benefit by attending or experiencing an Akashic reading session? Darshan, Diksha and Akashic reading by Devi Parashakti herself, manifesting through the Nija Avatara of the Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism, Jagat Guru Mahasannidhanam, His Divine Holiness, Bhagavan Nithyananda Paramashivam, and manifestation of extraordinary powers of third eye. So before we get into that, let us understand what is Bhava Samadhi Darshan. So what is Samadhi? So Samadhi means one with the source. Bhava means attitude, aspect. So Bhava Samadhi means being one with the source through this aspect. So the Bhava, the aspect you choose through that Bhava, being one with the source, Samadhi, is Bhava Samadhi. So knowing this aspect, the Bhava, is ultimate, the Adi, and being in oneness, Sama, is Bhava Samadhi. So now, what about the signs of Bhava Samadhi Darshan? So the divine cosmic beings are real. They manifest from Kailasa, the enlightened time-space zone, through deities and incarnations. So the divine cosmic beings manifest through the deities, the Archavatara in temples, and through the Bhava Samadhi Darshans in the Nija Avataras, the incarnations. So Bhava Samadhi, it awakens your Kundalini energy, which is the latent potential energy in every human being. So awakening of the Kundalini Shakti, it results in extraordinary abilities expressing through us, like the third eye awakening, ability to have remote vision, ability to scan anyone's body, levitation, teleportation, and materialization. So Bhava Samadhi Darshan, it literally awakens your Kundalini Shakti and your whole brain becomes alive. So this influx of superconscious energy, it visibly slows down your aging process as you are actually receiving this energy and improves immunity to any kind of a disease. So with increasing the whole brain, it comes alive, turning into a superconductor of conscious energies that heal, that empower and transform our lives. So let us understand what are the benefits of Bhava Samadhi Darshan. So having darshan or even a glimpse, it brings a lasting transformation in us, cleansing lifetimes of karmas and raising you to the next level of superconscious breakthrough, like hitting the reset button on your being. So during the Bhava Samadhi Darshan, our neurons mirror that of the avatar. So exactly these mirror neurons activate and process all the observed movements or information of the avatar just by seeing the avatar. So our entire body, it silently and without movement, it recreates what is happening distances far away, experiencing the superconscious energy radiated by the avatar. So all of us who are watching this program, who are really new watching this program, might think Akashic reading is a prediction. No, so Akashic reading is not a prediction, and it is a reading from the cosmic archives. So there is no such thing as past, present and future. So beyond space, creation and destruction happen simultaneously. In the dimension of time starts the past, present and the future. But if you see in Akashic records, there is no past, there is no present, and there is no future, and that is why you call it as happened, happening, yet to happen, are already very, very clearly recorded in the cosmic archives. With that, now we'll understand and have a very beautiful introduction to who is the Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism. So the Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism, Jagadguru Mahasannidhanam, His Divine Holiness Bhagavan Nithyananda Paramashivam, is a reviver of Kailasa, a macrocosmic, ancient, enlightened Hindu civilizational nation. So the Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism is the incarnation of Paramashiva as per Hinduism, recognized by his predecessors who are enlightened masters and adepts. Supreme Pontiff has made the science of power manifestation, yoga, temple-based universities a lifestyle for humanity. So he is ordained as the 233rd Guru Mahasannidhanam, the Pontiff of Kanchi, Kailasa, Sarvagnapeetham, Tondai Mandala Adinam. He is the incumbent emperor of Surya Vamsa Surangi Samrajyam, present 293rd Jagadguru Mahasannidhanam of the Kailasa Natha Shyamalapeta Sarvagnapeetham. He is the Mahamandaleshwar of Mahanirvani Akada, the largest apex monastic order. He is the 1008th Acharya Mahamandaleshwar, the head of all spiritual leaders of Atal Akada, the ancient apex body of Hinduism. He is the present 293rd Guru Mahasannidhanam of Pura Adinam, elected as the Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism by a congregation of over 1,000 Hindu pontiffs and leaders. So he is revered as a teacher of Hinduism, the most prolific, most viewed, most read and most watched. Authored 300 books and 10,000 articles in 3 languages, English, Tamil and Sanskrit, translated into 50 languages with over 1,000 titles. So over 20 million copies of books and articles sold, read and downloaded. So over 10,000 hours of discourses enriched over 1 billion lives digitally. Respected as a commentator of all the sacred scriptures like Upanishads, Bhagavad Gita, Shiva Sutras, Brahma Sutras, Ashtavakra Gita and the Jain Sutras. Supreme Pontiff is honored as a leader of Hinduism, the most awarded internationally recognized Hindu leader, reviver of 108 ancient Hindu sampradayas, including the Rudrakanyas, the Rudras, Rishis, Rishikas, Bhairavas, Bhairavis and Sannyasis. Establisher of the largest Hindu university, Kailasa's Nithyananda Hindu University in the world with satellite campuses in 150 countries. Establisher of 1,000 plus Kailasa enlightenment ecosystems. Founder and reviver of over 100 Sarvagnapeethas. Collector of the largest Hindu library with over 1 million books, 1 million palm leaf scriptures and over 20 million digital books. So with that, now we'll be entering live demonstration of the powers of third eye. And now we'll be actually having an introduction to what is third eye and what are the scriptures saying about the powers of third eye. Yes, so let us now enter. So we have a short break before we start the power manifestation with our Nithyananda yogis.
Paramashivoham. Om Nithyananda Paramashivoham. Om Nithyananda Paramashivoham. Paramashivoham. Om Nithyananda Paramashivoham.
So we'll now enter into the manifestation of the powers of extraordinary Shaktis. Welcome back.
Yes.
So today joining with me is Ma Nitya Yoga Pranananda, the Balasant of Nithyananda Yogi, an initiated disciple of Nithyananda order, who is going to be actually explaining to us and demonstrating the power of study. Nithyananda Ma.
Nithyanandam. Yes. Thank you so much, Ma. And so let us start today's power manifestation segment with a beautiful introduction on what are these Shaktis and how are we able to manifest them. So today, you will be witnessing the Balasants, the Nithyananda Yogis, the initiated disciples of the Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism, demonstrating the power of third eye and sharing with all the experiences and the results of the extraordinary manifestation of the divine powers awakened through us, through the power of Diksha, initiation.
Yes. So in today's Bhava Samadhi Darshan, all of us will be receiving the initiation into third eye awakening and various other powers with the blessings and grace of the Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism. So we will be manifesting the following powers. So third eye by seeing with your eyes blindfolded. And so third eye is the cosmic browsing center located between your eyebrows, which upon initiation, one can effortlessly express powers and just see through the third eye, just as you would with two eyes. And the next power we are going to be manifesting is scanning your thought current.
So, what are Shaktis? So, before even moving on into the demonstration, let's learn what are these Shaktis. So, there are two types, there are two ways where any person manifests these Shaktis. They are Shaktis and Siddhis. And these are revealed in the Vedagamas, which are the source scriptures of Hinduism. And Paramashiva reveals in elaborate detail that every human being is hardwired to be able to manifest the 463 plus extraordinary Shaktis, these divine powers. And manifesting Shaktis are described as a system, a method, and science for human beings to explore the various possibilities and powers and have access to the various states of consciousness. Shaktis manifest from the fundamental cognition that you are divine and you need to manifest the divine, and not that you are a man and you need to reach the divine. So let us see the difference between both these ways of manifesting, the Shaktis and the Siddhis. Shaktis expressed from the space of enlightenment as a side effect of the oneness, the feeling connection, the integrity to the Guru. And Shaktis are the source of enlightenment. Siddhis are powers that manifest from tapas or penance for enlightenment. Siddhis are on the path of enlightenment. Shaktis are the source of enlightenment. So you can see many sadhus, rishis all around India. They'll be standing with both their hands up in the air, standing in vrikshasana, doing meditation for so long. What they acquire from that meditation, what they acquire from that penance is called Siddhis. Shaktis, the Shaktis of Paramashiva manifest through ordinary beings in an extraordinary way after the Diksha, the initiation from the avatar. And Shaktis are permanent. Siddhis are not permanent and they may divert you from enlightenment. So who is the source of all these Shaktis? Where does all these Shaktis come from? Who is the source of all of them? Paramashiva is the primordial divinity in Hinduism, the ultimate reality and cause, which is self-effulgent, Swayam Prakasha, all-pervading, unchanging beyond time, space, form, and causality. As the fundamental base of Avyakta, the unmanifest, and Vyakta, the manifest existence, he performs the Panchakritya, the 5 cosmic acts of Srishti, creation, Sthiti, sovereign rulership and maintenance, Samhara, rejuvenation, Trobhava, pulling out of delusion, and Anugraha, liberating grace for all living entities.
Yes.
And yes.
So the Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism, Jagadguru Mahasannidhanam, His Divine Holiness, Bhagavan Nithyananda Paramashivam, as the 1008th living incarnation and representative of Paramashiva and reviver of Kailasa, the ancient enlightened Hindu civilizational nation, cosmic borderless Hindu nation. So ever since the beginning of the civilization, the Sanatana Hindu Dharma has been the cradle of enlightened beings and highly advanced sciences. So it was where the science of enlightenment and Shaktis was lived and taught as a lifestyle. So for the first time in modern day, the Supreme Pontiff is reviving these yogic sciences and transmitting it to the world at a record-breaking, never accomplished before.
And the avatar of Paramashiva himself has been grown up and was brought up in the cradle of enlightened gurus, and the knowledge and science of manifesting these Shaktis were passed down one generation to the next just through Diksha, initiation by the enlightened gurus. The Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism, being recognized as an incarnation at a very young age, was taught and trained to revive these sciences and revive these initiations and knowledge and give them and spread them to millions of disciples all across the globe, for millions to manifest this science of power manifestation from the disciplines of Vedanta, Tantra, Shri Vidya, Yoga, Yogic powers, Mantra Shastra, Siddha Vidya, the science of Aushadha, Advaita, and Bhakti Yoga, Paramashiva Jnana, and Paramashiva Vijnana. Here you can see so many disciples of Swamiji, like Mata Vihudananda Puri, Isaki Swamigal, Annamalai Swamigal, Yogi Raj Yogananda Puri. Swamiji was brought up by all these gurus. He was brought up by all of them, and you can see Swamiji himself as a 3-year-old boy doing the Chaturmasya.
Yes. So now, how do we awaken the divine Shaktis in us? Let's get ready. So, a pure initiation of the Master. Yes.
Every ultimate truth, Jnana, mapped into your consciousness, Prajna, manifests as a possibility and the power of every being, Prajnana. So, before we move on to the next slide, let us learn on
direct transfer of spiritual energy.
Sorry, please go ahead.
Yes. So in this video, we will be learning what is Diksha and what happens when you receive the initiation from the avatar himself.
By an enlightened being, through look, word, or touch. The traditional Vedic book Navaratneshwara states, Sarva samapi dikshanam muktihi phalamakhanditam avirodhat bhavantyeva prasangyastu bhuktayah. The main benefit of all initiations is moksha, enlightenment. As a side effect, health, wealth, leadership, and well-being happen. And in Rudrayamala Tantra, Shiva says, Devi diksha vihinasya na siddhihi na cha sadgatihi tasmat sarva prayatna guruna dikshito bhavet. The one who is not initiated does not attain liberation nor a better future. So by all efforts, one should get initiated by Guru. What is the science of initiation? Neuroscience has proved that the process of initiation floods the brain with energy. This is the superconscious energy of Kundalini, our own highest inner potential energy. As the Kundalini flows from the thalamus to the cortex, it sets up a powerful energy loop within the brain, which awakens the latent non-mechanical parts which we have never used before. With increasing levels of coherence, the whole brain comes alive, turning into a superconductor of conscious energies that heal, empower, transform our lives, bliss and fulfillment. Initiation creates high awareness, visualization, creativity. It also slows the aging process and improves the immune system. Kundalini awakening, healing experience, levitation, teleportation, materialization. Experience the power of initiation through a range of exclusive programs conducted at the ashram. Nithyananda Dhyanapeetham, Nithyananda Nagar, Birdi, Bengaluru. Contact 97422 03311 8277 www.
Yes, and with a beautiful introduction on what is Diksha and what happens when you get the initiation from the avatar, let us see how the science of manifestation is authenticated through the four aspects of evidences or pramana. The first is the Shastra Pramana. The Shastra Pramana are the eternal, unchangeable truths which are revealed in the source scriptures. Next is the Apta Pramana, which are the experiences and results of Aptas or the authorities of Hinduism, the Vedic rishis and scientists who have time tested and verified this science.
Yes. So next is the Atma Pramana, or the account of Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism, this millennium avatar's personal experience of the manifestation, and the Pratyaksha Pramana, or the empirical evidence from observation and scientific experimentation.
So let us learn what are the Vedagamas, the source from where these scriptures have come. Vedagamas is a living applied science. Vedas are the ultimate superior authorities for Hindus. Vedas are the pure science where the ultimate truths are explained. Agamas are the scriptures where the applied technology, the applied science is expanded. Vedas and Vedagamas are given the status of Shruti, as they are directly revealed by Paramashiva and heard by Devi Parashakti. They are the ultimate, eternal, unchangeable truths. And any reference which is cited from these Shastras or the source scriptures is called the Shastra Pramana.
So let's now get ready to witness the demonstration of the powers of third eye by our Balasans and Nithyananda yogis.
Yes, and without further delay, we'll be moving on to the four pramanas, which we just spoke about, for the power of third eye reading. So the third eye, the power of seeing with your eyes closed. Yes, Ma, you can chant the Shastra Pramana.
Yes. Kapalantar manonyasya tishtanmilitalochanaha kramena manasodhardhyat lakshayet lakshyamuttamam. So by fixing the mind on the inner space within the crown center and sitting stably without any movement, having your eyes closed, in succession by that stability of the mind and inner space, one directly sees the ultimate goal, Lakshyam, by having the vision beyond the sight that reveals any object or place, attaining the space of oneness with the source, Paramashiva.
Yes. Let us now see the Apta Pramana, where Bhagavan Krishna initiates Arjuna into the power of third eye. In the Hindu Purana, the Bhagavad Gita, Bhagavan Krishna initiates Arjuna into the power of third eye to behold Krishna's Vishwarupa Darshan, the vision of his cosmic form. The 11th chapter of the Bhagavad Gita, which contains the description of Bhagavan Krishna's cosmic form, is completely narrated by Arjuna as he sees Bhagavan Krishna through his third eye. Natu mam shakyase drashtum anenaiva swachakshusha divyam dadami te chakshuhu pashyame yogamaishwaram. But you cannot see my cosmic form with these physical eyes of yours. Therefore I grant divine third eye. Behold my cosmic opulence. With this, let us now see the Atma Pramana in Swamiji's own words.
Outside broke. Inside and outside broke. The first experience is that I was able to see everything around me, above me, the whole 360 degree, 10 direction, below me, everything. I realized not only I was able to see, I was able to feel, experience. I felt that the skin of the stone on rock on which I was sitting and the skin of this body both carry me equally. In both I exist equally. The setting sun, rising moon, the whole Arunachala hill, all the plants, bush, shrubs, trees, everything just becomes so alive. The idea, something is inside.
Yes, so beautifully Swamiji shared in his own words how Swamiji was able to experience the 360-degree vision, the power of third eye reading with his eyes closed.
Next we have the Pratyaksha Pramana, the empirical evidence from the scientific experimentation and observation. So you can see study measures and comparative metabolic cell activity happening in the brain using the positron emission tomography in Bhagwan's own brain, and the results which were actually revealed by the research authorities.
Yes. And now you are going to be witnessing this rare sacred science of third eye awakening being manifested by the disciples of the Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism, Jagadguru Mahasannidhanam, His Divine Holiness, Bhagavan Nithyananda Paramashivam, who embodies the most profound yogic states that surpass all bounds of time, space and matter. And the Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism is gifting this pure great science of third eye awakening along with many other spiritual sciences through initiation, Diksha. And millions of people have been initiated and are experiencing these profound results as extraordinary powers in their day-to-day lifestyle. So let us now witness
the live demonstration of the powers of third eye. So before that, we'll also be understanding the various pramanas of the power of body scanning. Yes.
Yes. So let us see the Shastra Pramana for the power of body scanning, which is from the Vijnana Bhairava Tantra. Swadehe jagato vapi sukshma sukshma tarani cha तत्त्वानि यानि निलयम् ध्यात्वान्ते व्यज्यते परा स्वदेहे जगतो वापि सूक्ष्म सूक्ष्मतराणि च तत्त्वानि यानि निलयम् ध्यात्वान्ते व्यज्यते परा. Bhagavan Paramashiva says, cognize deeply that from the subtle to the subtlest constitutive principles of your whole body, Swadeha, or of the whole universe, simultaneously consist of the essential reality. They are being absorbed in their source cause, Paramashiva. And by the experience of such restful awareness, one becomes complete from all the thoughts, and the universal ultimate divine power, Paradevi, Adi Shakti, is revealed, and the supreme power manifestation happens.
So we have the Apta Pramana, where Terayar was a Siddha and one of the prominent disciples of Agastya. So one day, a man suffering from severe headache, he comes to Agastya for healing. So Agastya uses the power of body scanning and he identifies the root cause of headache, and he reveals that there is a small type of frog which is called Terai in the language Tamil sitting in the person's brain. So Agastya immediately instructs Terayar, his disciple, to perform an open head surgery and remove the frog. So after the surgery is completed successfully, the person is healed and cured of headache, and thus he gained the name Terayar. It's a beautiful demonstration of the power of body scanning. Now, yes.
Next is the Atma Pramana, the accounts of the Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism's life. You can see that how Swamiji is very clearly going beyond pain. And in his own words, on 22nd December 2019, Swamiji beautifully reveals how Swamiji uses the power of body scanning. Paraphrasing his words, only when I had a multiple compound hand fracture, I was forced to go for surgery and therefore for medical checkups related to that. And at that time, they detected heavy metal quantity in different organs of mine. And it was revealed that I had been poisoned without our knowledge. I had immediately used diagnostic methods instead of medical facilities to study the body condition due to the poisoning, and through body scanning, I found out what the problems were and where the balance had to happen. And Swamiji beautifully tells that he used allopathy as a second opinion just to verify his findings.
Yes. So that we'll watch what Bhagavan reveals about his experience when he was actually taken to the hospital. Sorry for the technical glitch. So we're fixing the technical glitch. So before that, we'll be moving on to the Sakshi Pramana, the experiences of various devotees and disciples who have experienced this power manifestation. So you can see their experiences who have shared about how they actually manifested this power of body scanning and also experienced when they were scanned by the Nithyananda yogis and disciples. So with that, we'll be entering into the power demonstration in a short break. So we'll be having our Nithyananda yogis and Balasans joining us with our demonstration session. So stay tuned and you can start posting your questions and comments before we get ready for the power demonstration. So let's get back after a short break. So I request the interview operator to kindly project the bar lessons now. So before we get ready for the demonstration.
Nithyananda Paramashivoham. Nithyananda Paramashivoham. Nithyananda Paramashivoham. Nithyananda.
There are some great spiritual sciences unique to Hinduism. Subtle, otherworldly, but definitive sign manifesting the cosmic beings in Archavatara, deities in Nijavatara, living incarnations is possible. Understand? Kriya Pada of Vedas and Agamas elaborately explain the whole science of making the cosmic beings manifest in Archavatara, deities and Nijavatara, living incarnations. Both. During the Bhava Samadhi Darshan, literally those cosmic beings manifest through this body. Just like how they manifest in Archavatara, deity, they manifest in Nijavatara, Pratyakshavatara, and give you all the boons you ask, bless you. You see, each God is an independent intelligence to lead you to enlightenment. Each God is a bridge for you to achieve the Shivatva, the ultimate Shiva consciousness. Krishna is the bridge for you to achieve the Krishna consciousness. But Shiva consciousness, Krishna consciousness, all consciousness is one and the same. Ultimate consciousness only. So that energy itself completely expresses.
Just like Radhika, when I see my own sweetness in the mirror, I become eager to taste it. I find that the only way to relish this sweetness is through the constitution of Sri Radhika.
Bhava Samadhi Darshan is a window to the infinite expanse of consciousness, allowing us to glimpse the formless in a way that we can understand. It cleanses the karmas of lifetimes. It awakens our biomemory to the space of Paramashiva, the ultimate consciousness, and creates a deep and lasting transformation in us.
And the yogis. Yes, let's get ready and welcome back to the show. Yes.
Yes.
Get ready.
How much, Ma?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes. Thank you so much, Ma. And along with me here, I have Manitya Kaladharananda and Manitya Virijananda, who are going to be demonstrating the extraordinary Shakti of the power of blindfold reading in front of all of you today. And along with me here, I have two eye bands. You can see in front is a complete opaque sheet and behind is a thick sponge. And this is the ophthalmologist certified eye band. It is completely proven and certified that no light can pass through these eye bands because there's sponge all around, and even with your eyes open, there is no possible way of light entry. So you can see from all sides. And these are the IBANs that we'll be placing on Ma Virija and Ma Kaladhara. Now I'll be blindfolding both of them. Ma Virija, are you comfortable? Yes. Ma Kaladhara, are you comfortable? Yes. Yes. And I request both of you to look up, down, right, left. Yes. So you can see from all sides, Ma Virija's and Ma Kaladhara's eyes are closed. And we also have a side view which is there. I request the side view also to be projected. So all the viewers can see that there's nobody and nothing around Ma Kaladhara and Ma Virija. And everything is completely empty. There's no one else around. And to make it even more foolproof, Ma Virija and Ma Kaladhara will not be touching their IBANs. And if they have any adjustments to be done, they will only be asking me to do it. Yes. And now all of you can start posting comments on YouTube. You can post emojis. You can post different comments. Any word which you feel a kid cannot normally guess. Any medical term, any hard word you can post in YouTube. And Ma Kaladhara and Ma Virija will be reading it out for you. And even if you feel, okay, I don't think this is possible, if you feel there is something wrong with this, or you can post a question and you yourself can see, and you yourself can get a scan done. Yes. So I request all of you to start posting. You can post emojis, different comments.
Because the NTV operator will also project the YouTube comments. Yes, thank you so much.
Okay, so Ma Virija, Ma Kaladhara, you can actually start reading.
So the latest comment is posted by Havoc Parmesh saying Shubhabad. And I think he has posted Parthi MGM. Pawan K has posted, will you please scan my body for any issue with the bleeding stomach is often? Sure, yeah. As after the demo is over, you will have a body scan, and he'll also tell you the root of the stomach, avoiding it often stomach, and what's the best solution for it.
Yes, Aya. So please stay tuned. Immediately after the demonstration of the power of blindfold reading, you will also be witnessing the extraordinary Shakti of body scanning. So please stay tuned. And all of you can continue posting any messages, any questions, and any emojis which you want Ma Kaladhara and Ma Virija to read.
Yes, Anil Kumar K has posted, please bless me and family. Pawan K has posted, thank you, ma'am.
So I can see many people, Anil Kumar Ayya, Pavan K, Ma Sanika Travels, Raj Ayya, Tung Lam NG. I can see many people. All of you can start posting different emojis, different words, any medical terms which you feel that Ma Virija and Ma Kaladhara cannot just normally guess. How old are both of you?
I'm 16 years old. 14 years old.
Okay. So all of you can post any words, any medical terms, anything, any emojis, anything. Okay. Ma Virija, Ma Kaladhara, you can also continue reading.
So the latest comment is from Sanika Travels, and she has posted, can time come back.
Okay.
And Anil Kumar K has posted, thank you so much, Ma. Howard Parameshwar has posted, where are you guys from? We are currently in Adi Kailash, Nithyananda people.
Yes.
And we are demonstrating the power. And Sanika Javed has posted a smiley emoji with a heart eyes, red color heart. Skanda has posted 3 clapping emojis.
Yes. Amazing. All of you can continue posting different emojis, different words. Ma Kaladhara and Ma Virja will be reading them out for you.
Manitya Prema Bhaktika has posted 9 fire emojis. And Ma Prema Bhaktika has posted 8 red color rose emoji with 2 leaves.
Amazing. And so all of you can see how the Balasins of the Nithyananda Gurukul are able to read and manifest this extraordinary Shaktis and with their eyes closed. And you will also be witnessing many more extraordinary Shaktis like the power of body scanning. Please stay tuned. And before that, I'll be removing Ma Kaladhara's and Ma Viraja's Aidan. And you can see it's intact. It's exactly the same. Yes. And now all of you can also start posting comments on whether if you want a body scanning, and we will be moving on to the power of body scanning. Now all of you can post comments whether you want a body scanning or not.
So next we'll be getting ready to witness the demonstration of the power of body scanning. So we had a beautiful demonstration of the power of third eye manifestation by our Nithyananda yogis. So we'll now be moving on to the power of body scanning. Yes. So before that, I request all the viewers to start posting your comments in the YouTube chat for those who require the body scan. Yes, so we'll join back in a short break.
Om Nithyananda Paramashivoham. Paramashivoham. Om Nithyananda Paramashivoham. Om Nithyananda Paramashivoham.
So let's now enter into the next power manifestation of the power of body scanning.
Yes. So along with me here, I have Manitya Mahavidyananda and Maniti Brahmayogananda, who are going to be manifesting the extraordinary Shakti of body scanning for all of you. And yes, would you like to introduce yourself a little bit?
Sure. So, Nithyanandam, my name is Maniti Mahavidyananda. I am a sannyasi of the Nithyananda order, also a resident of Aditya, and really blessed to be part of this greatest happening.
Nithyanandam, my name is Manita Brahmayogananda. I'm 13 years old and I'm a Balasan at the Nithyananda.
Yes. So request the Balasans to be a bit louder.
Yes, my name is Manita Brahmayogananda. I'm 13 years old and I'm a Balasan at the Nithyananda.
Yes, amazing. And so many people have posted a request for body scanning. Yes, Pavan K. Aya has requested. So, Maniti Brahmayogananda, you can scan Pavan K. Aya. And Ma Crystal Stevie has also posted for body scanning. So, Maniti Mahavidyananda, you can scan Ma Crystal Stevie. Yes, Ma Sanika Travels, an answer to your question of how to contact us for Akashic reading will be answered by one of the social media managers. They will also be sending the link and posting the link. Yes. So, Anil Kumar K. Aya has also asked for a body scanning. So, I'll be doing the body scanning for Anil Kumar K. Aya. Now, all of us, the Nithyananda Yogis and the Balasins of the Nithyananda Gurukul, will be chanting the Mahavakya, Om Nithyananda Paramashivoham, which is the direct passcode, which connects us to Paramashiva and raises us to a higher frequency. So, we'll be chanting the Mahavakya and doing the body scanning. Om Nithyananda Paramashivoham. Om Nithyananda Paramashivoham. Om Nithyananda Paramashivoham. Yes. So, Anil Kumaraya, Paramashiva has revealed that you have requested for a body scanning. Paramashiva very clearly revealed first thing is that you've been having frequent headaches. From past a few days, you've been having headaches. And it's not like a normal thing. It strains your eyes also. I was very clearly able to see when you get the headache, it really hurts your eyes and you feel very tired and down. And Paramashiva revealed the reason why the root cause is because of a lot of stress. And you've been feeling a lot very worked up from past a few days, and you've been getting angry frequently. And that also is causing a lot of stress. You're thinking of too many things, thinking that everything around you, oh my God, I have this to do, I have that to do, I have this to do. You feel like you have so much to do, and you're just getting fed up and tired of all of them. So Paramashiva revealed you should just unclutch and you should just connect to Paramashiva and he will take care of the rest. And every night before sleeping, just apply turmeric with kumkum. And really it will help you with these headaches. Paramashiva also revealed that you have a thick layer of pitta starting to form in your stomach, which is also making like a good environment for worms to start coming. And Paramashiva has revealed it is already your stomach is in a very bad condition right now. It is very unclean and it has to be cleaned out immediately. Otherwise, further problems are going to be created in your body like skin allergies. And this is what Paramashiva revealed. So immediately you should start the enema every day. The Panchakriya you should be doing along with the enema and clear out your stomach completely. This is what Paramashiva revealed. And I request you to get back, Aya, in the YouTube live comments, whether you were able to relate or not with what Paramashiva has revealed. Yes. And are you ready?
Yes. So this is a body scan request for Mark Crystal's TV. Mark Crystal, Paramashiva very clearly revealed that overall your health condition is good, Ma, actually. The only thing is that you are stressing out. You are actually causing a little bit of fear inside of you if everything is okay, if everything is okay, if everything is okay. And that is what is causing a little bit of anxiety. So it will help if you go to a Nirahara diet and just detox your body, settle you down, and Haritaki at night. It's a must. Just that one Haritaki will really help you to have your oxygen flow increase and bring your anxiety levels down.
Yes. So Mark Crystal's TV and yes, Anil Kumaraya, I request you to get back in the comments whether you were able to relate. And yes, Ma Brahmayoga, you can go ahead.
Yes, I did the body scanning for Pavanki Aya. And Pavanki Aya, what Paramashiva revealed to me is that you are having a lot of gas in your stomach, in the upper part of your stomach, and that is causing a lot of pain for you, and that is happening because you're eating, like if you eat breakfast and without that food being digested, you're having a next meal. You're not letting the food digest properly. So Paramashiva revealed that you should start taking enema in the morning every day, and after every meal, take 1 spoon of haritaki. Without the food getting digested, you should not eat the next meal, and this will really help you in digesting the food, and because of that, all the other small problems which you're having will be solved. And other than this, Paramashiva showed that you don't have any major problems.
Amazing. And so I request all of you to get back. Okay, so Ma Crystal CV has gotten back telling I have anxiety. Anxiety, yes. And
yes, Ma. So for that, really, 1 spoon of haritaki each night is really going to empower you. Just that, and try to go on to a liquid diet, which is the Nirahara diet. You will find more information, especially on the befoodfree.org. You'll get more information how to go entirely on a liquid diet. It's a 21-day Nirahara Samyama process. So you have liquids one day, then have a food one day, then 3 days liquid, and so on. So it will keep you more energized and really calm you down.
Okay. So Ma Crystal CV has posted, I have anxiety, that's right, but I take haritaki already every night, and morning I have neem juice. Yes, Ma. And on top of that, if Paramashiva has revealed you to take more haritaki, that means Paramashiva wants you to maybe even take a little more quantity. So I suggest you to increase the quantity of haritaki which you take in the night, and to start seeing how this helps you. Okay, and I am a boy, by the way. Okay. Okay. Okay, yes. And okay, I'll try. Thank you. Okay, so Ma Crystal's Crystal's TV Aya has posted. Okay, I'll try. Thank you. Yes, and Pavan K Aya has also gotten back. Yes. Pavan K. Aya has also gotten back telling, thank you, Ma. Yes, I have been eating too frequently. Amazing. And Ma Brahmayoga has already revealed the solution. And I request you to also repeat the solution for Aya.
Yes, so Aya, Paramashiva revealed that every day in the morning you should do enema. And after every meal, you should take haritaki. And you should not eat the next meal till the earlier meal is digested. This will help you in cleaning your stomach, and it will also solve all the other small problems which you're having. Yes.
And puja before eating will definitely help.
Yes. So Pavan K, I request you to also start following these solutions, as this was a body scanning for you. Okay. And yes, and with this, you have seen the extraordinary Shakti of the power of blindfold reading and the power of body scanning being manifested in front of you. And stay tuned for many more interesting segments, upcoming segments. And due to the interest of time, if you were not able to get a body scanning being done to you. There is a link being posted in the live YouTube comments. You can sign that. You can sign the form, and you will be getting a body scanning from the other Balasins and the Nithyananda yogis of
Here, all of us are here to support you. So if we are not able to meet your request this evening, we apologize, but please do write to us through the form. We will get back to you. Absolutely.
Yes. So thank you all for joining us. Please stay tuned for the upcoming interesting segments after a small break. Thank you, Nithyanandam.
Thank you. So let us meet back after a short break.
There are some great spiritual sciences unique to Hinduism. Subtle, otherworldly, but definitive sign. Manifesting the cosmic beings in Archavatara, deities in Nijavatara, living incarnations is possible. Understand? Kriya Pada of Vedas and Agamas elaborately explain the whole science of making the cosmic beings manifest in Archavatara, deities and Nijavatara, living incarnations, both. During the Bhava Samadhi Darshan, literally those cosmic beings manifest through his body. Just like how they manifest in Archavatara, deity, they manifest in Nijavatara, Pratyakshavatara, and give you all the boons you ask, bless you. You see, each God is an independent intelligence to lead you to enlightenment. Each God is a bridge for you to achieve the Shivatva, the ultimate Shiva consciousness. Krishna is the bridge for you to achieve the Krishna consciousness. But the Shiva consciousness, Krishna consciousness, all consciousness is one and the same. Ultimate consciousness only. So that energy itself completely expresses.
Just like Radhika, when I see my own sweetness in the mirror, I become eager to taste it. I find that the only way to relish the sweetness is through the constitution of Sri Radhika.
Bhava Samadhi Darshan is a window to the infinite expanse of consciousness, allowing us to glimpse the formless in a way that we can understand. It cleanses the karmas of lifetimes. It awakens our biomemory to the space of Paramashiva, the ultimate consciousness, and creates a deep and lasting transformation in us.
Yes.
Nithyananda, just few minutes. Back to you. Yes, welcome back. So we'll be moving on to the next segment. The divine feminine consciousness. So today we'll be having the most auspicious Devi Bhavasamadhi Darshan and the Akashic readings which are going to be revealed by her. So now we have the Dhyana Shloka of Devi Parashakti. Shiva Shaktya Yukto Yadi Bhavati Shakta Prabhavitum Nachedhevam Devona Nakhalu Kushala Spandi Tumapi Atastvam Aradhyam Harihara Virinchadibhir Api Pranantum Stotumba Katamakrita Punya Prabhavati. So Lord Shiva only becomes able to do creation in this world along with Shakti. So without her, even an inch cannot move. And so how can one who does not do good deeds or one who does not sing your praise become adequate to worship you, O Goddess mine, who is worshipped by the Trinity? We also have one more Shastra Pramana. Bhavanitvam dase mayi itharadrashtim sakarunam iti stotum vanchan kadayati bhavanitvam itiyaha tadaivatvam tasmai disasi nijasayujya padavim mukunda brahmendra sputa makuta nirajita padam. So if anyone has wished in his mind to pray, you Bhavani, my mother, please shower on me a part of your merciful look. Even before he says, you Bhavani, you my goddess, would give him the water falling from the crowns of Vishnu, Rudra and Brahma at your feet and grant him the eternal life in your world. So this is the Shastra Pramana. So who is Devi Parashakti? So Devi, the ultimate pure feminine consciousness, all the great things can start only with the mother. So Bhuvaneshwari is the cosmic mother, her cosmic womb from which billions and billions of universes it comes out and goes in. So it is the source where the Big Bang and black hole goes on. So Parashakti is the source for all of us. So we all came from Parashakti. We stay in Parashakti. We go back to Parashakti. So we all are literally waves in the ocean called Parashakti. So Parashakti is the source Shakti, the source energy, the source power, from which all of us have come and in which all of us are even now and in which all of us are going to merge. So it is like a wave which starts from ocean, which stays in ocean, it raises in ocean and it falls into the ocean. So we all start from Parashakti. We stay in Parashakti, we raise in Parashakti, we drop in Parashakti, and ultimately we merge in Parashakti. So Parashakti is the sacred main deity of the sacred feminine, and she is the divine consort of Bhagavan Paramashiva, who is the Lord of Supreme Consciousness and the embodiment of Tyaga. So now we are going to be entering into a beautiful segment of divine feminine consciousness is unique to Hinduism. So if we see the unique contribution to spiritual consciousness from Vedic tradition is the sacred feminine worship. So even if everything from what the Vedic tradition gave is lost, then just if the sacred feminine tradition is there, then the whole thing can be revived because that is the seed. So Hinduism, it has at least 10,000 sampradayas, subsects. And if all the sampradayas are lost, and only this one sampradaya, the Devi worship, which remains, the whole thing can be brought back. So because the whole thing is centered on this one mother worship carries the blueprint, the hologram of the whole Vedic tradition. Yes. So that sacred feminine worship is a hologram of the Vedic tradition. So there is no enlightened being on the planet, without worshipping the sacred feminine, including me. So the Supreme Pontiff has revealed that I am basically a Shakta. So I myself followed Devi worship, and from the beginning, if you see my biography and all the deities I carved, the darshan I had, all are mother based and everything is Devi based. Yes, so even Sri Ramakrishna Paramahamsa, great avatar, who lived from 1836 to 1886, he says, Shiva is Brahman, but Devi has the key to reach Brahman. So unless she opens, nobody can reach. So very beautifully, he describes a scene of a house. He says, even though husband is the owner, the key to the house will be on the hip of the mother. So either you have to fall at the feet of the mother, or these small sons of the mother, only they can touch that place, the hip of the mother, and they can remove the key. So nobody else can touch it. So either surrender to the mother, or people who are closer to the mother to reach the mother. So the divine cosmic beings are real and they manifest from Kailasa, the enlightened time-space zone, through deities and incarnations. So in Madurai, Paramashiva as Bhagavan Somasundareshwara and Devi Parashakti as Devi Meenakshi came down from Kailasa. So with that, we'll be moving on to the next segment. We have our initiated disciples and devotees of the Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism who are waiting to share about their experiences from the revelations of Devi Parashakti's Akashic readings. So we'll get back after a short break.
Paramashivoham. Om Nithyananda Paramashivoham. Om Nithyananda Paramashivoham. Paramashivoham. Om Nithyananda Paramashivoham. Om Nithyananda Paramashivoham.
Everyone. Nithyanandam? Yes. So welcome back to the program again. So now we'll be moving on to the next most interesting segment and exciting segment of listening to all the initiated disciples and the devotees of the Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism. They're going to be sharing with us their experience of the revelations of Devi Parashakti. So joining with us is Ma Carol Leong, Nithyanandama. Yes, Nithyanandama, Carol Leong, could you please unmute yourself?
你可以打开麦克风吗？可以说话了。
Okay, hello everyone.
Nithyanandam, yes. So today we have Carol Leong and our translator Ma Kidini. So Carol Leong will be sharing with us. So Ma Carol Leong, welcome to the show. And what is your experience of the Devi Parashakti's revelations to you, and what are the questions you asked her, and what was her revelations for you? Please go ahead.
可以讲一下你问女神什么问题，以及她向你揭露了什么，你的感受是什么吗
？OK， 我分享昨天晚上有被女神祝福，因为之前就是一件事情内心有很大的恐惧，然后我昨天晚上我就要跟女神讲请你带走我的恐惧，请你祝福我们因为我是来自马来西亚，请你祝福我们马来西亚，我们的国家，让我们的这个疫情，我们的 COVID 可以变得舒缓下来，让我们的这个人民变得更健康。然后我也想让女神祝福我、赐福我，然后给我这个金钱的这个祝福。
So it was last night that she got the answer from Devi Parashakti. The question she asked was because of something made her have lots of fear. And because she's from Malaysia, now the situation in Malaysia is really bad. So she asked Devi Parashakti to bless people in Malaysia so that they can be saved from coronavirus. And she asked Devi Parashakti to manifest wealth for her as well. OK， 你继续吧。你继续说。还有吗？有什么感受吗？女神祝福你以后。
就是我看到女神的时候，我觉得我很开心。我很开心，女神很开心，我也是很开心。然后我看着她很开心，可是慢慢的我的眼泪就不停的一直哭，一直流，一直流，一直哭，一直哭，就好像妈妈看到就好像孩子看到妈妈抱着妈妈跟妈妈诉苦，我内心一些不开心的那种感受。我几次看女生都有那种感受，我看到女生我很开心，我的心里会一直叫她妈妈的，就是这样。
And every time when she's having Devi Parashakti darshan, she just feels so happy, so joyful, and her tears will just rolling down. And it feels like she feels like she's a baby hugging her mother, telling everything to her mother. So it's really loving. Yes.
自从有被女神祝福之后就觉得这个人生不一样，那个认知特别强，尤其是感受到那个宇宙的爱，然后它大大的改变了我的这个人生观，就是世界观。然后我不再有像以前那么多这个恐惧害怕，感觉到女神一直在我的心中， 一直跟着我，然后他是给我力量，给我力量。
So after receiving the blessings from Devi Parashakti, definitely there's a big change in her life. There's a big transformation in her life. Now she has a powerful cognition. And she just, now she's full of trust. She can feel the love of the universe, of the cosmos. And she's receiving lots of strength from her cognition, from this. 还有吗？
就觉得那个女神爱的力量非常大，就是以前从来没有感受到的那个爱，很开心。我不时想到女神，我看着女神，我的心深深的被女神给疗愈到。因为以前我有学了一些其他体系，可是还是没有进入那个内心，没有把我内心的一些深处的一些感受给带走，这样子。所以我觉得很开心我很幸运，然后我很感恩，我可以遇到女神我真的是怎么说？觉得自己好像在重生了这样子。
So she's feeling really fortunate and grateful for Devi Parashakti, and she has never imagined that in her whole life she would meet Devi Parashakti. She would have the blessings from Devi, and she's feeling really loved. She has never experienced the love before from Devi Parashakti, so she's feeling really fulfilled. 如果我没有好，请再说。
我希望通过我的这个分享就是可以影响更多的人来学习这个智慧，然后就是来怎样讲可以帮助更多人，就是把他们内心的一些怎样讲可以疗愈到更多人，这是一个很好的方式。
So she wants to, through her share of receiving blessings from Devi Parashakti, she's really hoping that everyone else can receive the wisdom and love and the healing from Devi as well. So it's a really great way to enrich people.
最后，我相信我的这个接下来的这个生命会是很幸福、很精彩，因为我有女神的祝福，因为我的心中有着女神。
Now she's strongly believing that she will have a great life ahead, full of bliss, eternal bliss, because she's got the blessings from Devi Parashakti.
谢谢。
And that's all.
Wonderful, Carol Leong. Thank you so much for coming today live to share your experience. Wonderful. Thank you so much. Thank you, Kidini, for coming and translating. Thank you. Next, we have joining us Ma Shalini Ashokan from Malaysia. Nithyananda Ma Shalini.
Nithyananda Ma.
Nithyananda Ma, thank you so much for joining us live for today's program. So, what is it that you would like to share about your experience with Devi Parashakti?
I would like to share that from beginning, what will happen if someone be disintegrated to Guru, and how Swamiji saved me from the disintegrity in the form of Devi.
Sure, please.
Last year, at beginning of last year, like somewhere in March, I declare as Sarva Parityagi. Then Swamiji blessed me personally. After some time, during the peak of Pralaya, I got separated with my husband, and I totally, my life was like completely, I changed to a different person. And I fall into some delusion, fall into a relationship with the person and with my friend, and I accepted his proposal. And after, but inside my heart, always I have the guilty feeling that anything, if we choose anything other than Guru, that will only cause damage to the life. But still, I couldn't give up that also. And what happened was that relationship bring me into so much of depression, and I was like completely mentally break down into pieces. And that time only I come and attend Devi Arulvak first, and on the first few days I missed that, and suddenly one day I felt like I have to ask for to realign to Guru Vak, because that is my purpose of life. I shouldn't waste my life anymore. And that feeling came strongly. And whatever Devi said, I'll just accept that. Even if Devi fire me, that will be I'll be very happy, because that will transform me only. Then immediately when I asked Devi, please align me to Guru Vak, please help me, Devi. I have to align. I already fall into so many things, and I want to align to Guru Vak. I don't know how, please help me. Devi fire me, like how, like she said, you are so adharma, and she used some be adharmic in life. And that time also I couldn't give up that relationship. And again, on one day I decided I have to follow to Swamiji, I have to align to Guru Vak. I shouldn't waste anymore. And I decided to disconnect the relationship. And suddenly that person himself left me and go. So he blocked me everywhere, and he went away. And I came and told Devi, I'm so depressed, I couldn't forget the person. And again, Devi, she showed the stick and she scolded me that time. But my mind was so, like mentally, I was so broken that time. But immediately, I don't know how, everything, I just forgot the person, that relationship. I can remember everything, but I don't have the pain anymore, nothing. I feel like immediately after Devi scolded me, she said something, she scolded me. And so, but when she scolded, what I experienced inside was completely healing. It healed me a lot. I'm out of the depression, and I know clearly, I came with the clarity, this is my life. Guru Vak is my life. I drop everything. It's not me. Everything Devi aligned for me. That only I can see. I'm just watching my life, but everything she's doing, since she blessed me in the Arul Vak, everything in my life, she only like guiding me. Everything happening, whatever not needed, it's just living my life, just like that.
Wow. So beautiful.
And also,
thank you so much for coming online and sharing what you're sharing, because I know it's not very easy for somebody to come open and share how the delusion of our mind can sometimes take us too far away from the real purpose of life and from living the dharmic life. And even at that time, when our delusions take away, it is only Devi Parashakti whose blessings reminds us back and brings us back and aligns us back to the ultimate purpose of our life. So beautiful, ma. Like our mother, right? Always protective of a child, will not allow the child to, go get stuck somewhere else. Just like that, Devi continuously comes back and protects us and protects us and protects us. Beautiful, ma.
Yes. Thank you.
Yes. What else would you like to share today?
One more incident. Devi said in one of the Arulva, she saved me from burning in fire. So immediately one incident came in my mind. Somewhere in October last year, that time I was separated with husband, and my child went with him. Weekly once she will be with him, and she went. So nobody at home. Suddenly, electric goes goes off in my house only. Then some electric shock everywhere. I could see it. So I thought the problem is inside the house. So I ran away through the back door. Then when I came to the garden, I saw the electric pole outside my house getting burned and electric cable fall right beside me. The electric cable which got fire.
With the fire?
With fire, it falls it's how to say beside me. And that time I was not even wearing slipper. Because I thought problem is inside the home, so I thought of escaping from inside. But immediately one thought only was in me. Swamiji is there to save me. Anyhow, like that, I just keep that cable and ran away. But when Devi said that, I could click that with that incident. If that cable fall on me, I will be burned in that. Because it was the electric pole and the cable was caught with fire.
And Devi herself told in the Akashic reading that she saved you from fire.
Yes.
And you did not ask anything about this incident. You did not mention anything.
No, ma. I didn't even remember that. Only when Devi said, I could. Oh yes, it happened.
Wow.
And she said, I'm liberating you from the karma of getting burned from fire. This moment.
Oh wow. Amazing. Wonderful, Shalinima. See, actually, I just wanted all of us to know one of the things that I really want to bring out in what you shared. The minute we decide, see, some of us may have some addiction, some of us may be, wanting to give up some patterns or habits or lifestyle, something we may want to give up, but we are unable to give up. It could be non-vegetarian food, or it could be, having some drinks, or it could be cigarette, or it could be whatever, right? It could be any kind of a lifestyle practice that it is not right for you. You know what you're doing is not the right for the path that you have chosen, but you are unable to leave it. So in those situations, like what Ma Shalini was also going through the same thing, she knew it was not the right thing for her, but she was unable to get rid of that relationship. And it was with Devi's blessings. Not just the minute she decided, that is the most important. The minute she decided, that thing drops you and goes. Whatever that lifestyle pattern or a habit. So it is very much possible. You don't have to struggle with that pattern anymore. But the minute you decide and you pray to Devi, you please remove this from my life. I am not able to get rid of this myself. She removes it from your life. So you don't have to get rid of it. It will get rid of you. So easily. See, otherwise we would have been stuck in that path for ages and ages and ages. And by the time we are able to come out of it, it may be too late. Or we may never be able to come out of it. But with Devi's blessings, she immediately brings us out. So beautifully shared, Ma Shalini. Is there anything else that you would like to share?
I just want to request to everybody. And one more thing, sorry, I forgot to share. After some time, after 1 month, that guy contact me back. But I have that clarity for my life. This time I handle him with right context. I told him clearly, this is my life purpose. I am a Rudra Kanya. My purpose of birth is Rudra Kanya. Yes, Devi told this. So no more. I'm no more going to in this relationship. You go and see your life. That's it. After that, nothing. He just sleep.
Wow. So beautiful, Ma. So beautifully shared. See, the minute we decide how everything aligns back to the true purpose of your life, in which in your case, excuse me. So in your case, it is being the Rudra Kanya of the Sovereign Order of Kailasa. So beautiful, Ma Shalini. Thank you so much for coming live today and sharing your experience.
Thank you, Ma. Thank you.
Thank you. So before we move on to the next devotee who's here to share her experience, let's take a short break.
Nithyananda Paramashivoham.
There are some great spiritual sciences unique to Hinduism. Subtle, otherworldly, but definitive sign. Manifesting. the cosmic beings in Archavatara, deities in Nijavatara, living incarnations is possible. Understand? Kriya Pada of Vedas and Agamas elaborately explain the whole science of making the cosmic beings manifest in Archavatara, deities and Nijavatara, living incarnation, both. During the Bhava Samadhi Darshan, literally those cosmic beings manifest through this body. Just like how they manifest in Archavatara, deity, they manifest in Nijavatara, Pratyakshavatara, and give you all the boons you ask, bless you. You see, each God is an independent intelligence to lead you to enlightenment. Each God is a bridge for you to achieve the Shivatva, the ultimate Shiva consciousness. Krishna is the bridge for you to achieve the Krishna consciousness. But Shiva consciousness, Krishna consciousness, all consciousness is one and the same. Ultimate consciousness only. So that energy itself completely expresses.
Just like Radhika, when I see my own sweetness in the mirror, I become eager to taste it. I find that the only way to relish this sweetness is through the constitution of Sri Radhika.
Bhava Samadhi Darshan is a window to the infinite expanse of consciousness, allowing us to glimpse the formless in a way that we can understand. It cleanses the karmas of lifetimes. It awakens our biomemory to the space of Paramashiva, the ultimate consciousness, and creates a deep and lasting transformation in us.
Paramashivoham. Om Nithyananda Paramashivoham. Om Nithyananda Paramashivoham. Paramashivoham. Om Nithyananda Paramashivoham. Om Nithyananda Paramashivoham.
Welcome back. Next, we have joining us to share her experience, Ma Kirti from Pune, India. Nithyananda, Ma Kirti.
Nithyananda Ma.
Nithyananda Ma, thank you so much for joining us live in NTV to share your experience. Please go ahead and share. What is it that you would like to share with us?
Actually, I would like to share the day before Parashakti's blessings. Parashakti, Ma Parashakti blessings are so. Can I speak in Hindi, Ma? Little bit.
Yes, Ma, please. I'll try to translate, but if I have any doubts, I'll ask you.
Okay. जो परसों पराशक्ति ने ब्लेसिंग्स देवी माँ पराशक्ति ने ब्लेसिंग्स में कहा था कि सबको वेल्थ के लिए ओपनिंग होगी. मैं बहुत स्टक थी इसमें दिस मंथ. मैं एक्चुअली बहुत स्टक हूँ एक्चुअली बिकॉज ऑफ माय डेब्ट्स एंड ऑल.
I'll just translate line by line.
Pardon?
Is it okay if I translate line by line as you speak? Yeah. So when Devi Parashakti blessed me for wealth, actually I have been stuck in the dimension of wealth, and because of a lot of debts and all that. Yes, ma. Please go ahead.
Yes. And after that blessings, I
Ma,
got.
can you lower your camera a little bit so that we are able to? Yes. Yes, this is good. Yes, ma. Go ahead.
After that, yes. अब उसके बाद मुझे इतनी अपॉर्चुनिटी, मतलब 2-3 फोन ऐसे आए जो मैं बिलीव नहीं कर सकती थी कि वहां से फोन आएंगे मुझे, और बिजनेस की अपॉर्चुनिटी आ गई.
I got 2 to 3 phone calls. I never thought that I would be getting a call from those places. I got a lot of opportunities.
और एक्सपोर्ट के लिए अपॉर्चुनिटी, क्योंकि जो 2 महीने से मेरा काम पूरा थम चुका है, तो एक्सपोर्ट्स के लिए इंक्वायरीज आ गई. और जो पैसे जो मैं एक दिन भी अभी, मतलब नेक्स्ट के लिए रिक्वायरमेंट थी मेरी कि नेक्स्ट डे मैं कैसे चला पाऊंगी कंपनी के लिए, तो अचानक से मेरे लिए इन्वेस्टमेंट्स आ गई उसी दिन.
Wow. Wow. So after Devi Parashakti blessed me, I got so many opportunities. I got calls from places that I would never expect. I got export opportunities. And for the business, I don't know how I'm going to run my business the next day. But that very same day, I got so many opportunities for investment, so many calls for investment.
और अभी मतलब वो जो अपॉर्चुनिटीज आज, और ये मुझे बहुत, मतलब वो उसी टाइम पे मुझे इतना ऐसे इन माय चेस्ट ऐसे ओपन हो गया था कुछ, तो ऐसे लग रहा था कि अभी अभी ये हो जाएगा. एंड ऑन दैट, हाँ, और ये एक्चुअली वैसे अभी तो ऐसे लग रहा है कि अभी सब स्मूथली हो जाएगा. और
After Devi blessed me, I felt something just opened up inside me. Now I feel like everything will just so easily, so simply happen. Things that were impossible before, things that were stuck in the dimension, and life was not moving. Now I just feel like everything is just going to happen, and everything is going to happen so beautifully. I just feel like something has opened up inside me after Devi Parashakti blessed. Wow, beautiful, ma.
थैंक यू. और माँ एक्चुअली हुआ क्या था कि पिछले 2 महीने से काम नहीं चालू था, और तो मैंने ये किया था कि मेरी यहाँ कंपनी से, मतलब हम लोग फूड बनाते हैं, इंस्टेंट मिक्सेस, तो हम लोग कुछ बना के दे सकते हैं जो बाहर जो नॉन होमलेस लोग हैं उनके लिए. तो मैं यहाँ पे पूना सेंटर के लिए कोई डिस्ट्रीब्यूशन के लिए नहीं मिल रहा था. तो अचानक मेरे हस्बैंड के फ्रेंड ने पूछा उनको कि हम लोग दे रहे हैं, आप डोनेशन देंगे क्या, हम डिस्ट्रीब्यूट कर रहे हैं फूड, आप डोनेशन देंगे क्या. तो मेरे दिमाग में एकदम से आ गया कि मैं यहाँ पे कुक करती हूँ और उनको दे देती हूँ, तो वो डिस्ट्रीब्यूट कर देंगे. तो तब भी मेरे पास फंडिंग कुछ भी नहीं था, लेकिन मैंने सोच दिया कि नहीं, ये तो पूरा हो ही जाएगा स्वामी जी की वजह से. तो हमने पूरे 45 डेज 100 लोगों के लिए फूड बना के दे दिया और उन्होंने डिस्ट्रीब्यूट कर दिया. टुडे आज 45 डेज हो गए हैं आज उस चीज को.
Every day you are serving for 100 people?
Yes.
Wow. Wow. So what Keertima was saying is she wanted to, her business is running, preparing instant foods and giving. So we could help the homeless people, especially at the time of the pandemic. And they were not getting a place. She wanted to offer the Annadan, but they were not getting a place. And with Devi's blessings, after one of her husband's friend, actually he offered a place they have been doing Annadan in that place now for 45 days. Every day they are serving food for 100 people. And 45 days they are continuously doing that. Wow, so beautiful, Keertima.
These all things are happening so smoothly, ma. Every small things are create. सब हो रहा है, बस हो रहा है. जब से पराशक्ति का दर्शन हो रहा है, जब से ब्लेसिंग्स आ रहे हैं, मुझे एक्चुअली ऐसे नाम लेके ब्लेसिंग नहीं आया था, लेकिन उस टाइम पे स्वामी जी का मैंने एक बार फेसबुक फ्रेंड रिक्वेस्ट भी भेजी थी. तो 15 दिन मैं वेटिंग कर रही थी कि फेसबुक फ्रेंड स्वामी जी मेरी फ्रेंड रिक्वेस्ट एक्सेप्ट करे. और अचानक से उस दिन जब पराशक्ति ने सबके लिए आकाशिक रीडिंग कर दिया, तो स्वामी जी ने फ्रेंड रिक्वेस्ट भी एक्सेप्ट कर ली मेरी, और बहुत अच्छा मतलब 2-3 दिन से बहुत अच्छे न्यूज आ रहे हैं और मेरा कॉन्फिडेंस बढ़ गया है, और ऐसे ये हो रहा है कि नहीं अब तो होगा, होके रहे। और एचजेपी के लिए ये भी आया, ब्लेसिंग्स भी आया है बालसंस से, तो आई विश कि सब स्वामी जी की वजह से, वो स्वामी जी का जो ग्रेटिट्यूड है वो हो जाए। मतलब स्वामी जी का तो ग्रेटिट्यूड है ही, सब है पराशक्ति का। मैं बोल नहीं पाती माँ ज्यादा।
I can understand, माँ, मुझे समझ में आ रहा है।
You know.
So what she was saying is, with Parashakti's blessings, everything is happening so beautifully, and her name was not actually called by Devi Parashakti and blessed initially, and then she wanted to be a friend of Swamiji on Facebook, and she had sent the friend request, and then she was waiting and really praying to be friends with Swamiji's official profile. So we have a Swamiji's official profile on Facebook, which is the official Facebook page of Swamiji is one, and then we have the official profile of Swamiji. And in that official Sri Nithyananda Paramashivam, the official profile, and she had sent a friend request, and she was waiting for her to be accepted. And then she just prayed, and after, on the day that she received the Devi's blessings, that Facebook request also got accepted. And now I feel like so many things are happening, and everything will happen. I have so much of confidence, and I see things are happening so beautifully in my life. And she also received blessings to become a Sarvanya Pita Yajaman, and she's so happy about that. So beautifully shared, Kirtima.
Thank you, ma'am.
Anything else that you would like to share?
डेली में स्वामी जो हो रहा है अभी, ऐसे लगता है पराशक्ति के ब्लेसिंग्स, अगर किसी का मेरा नाम भी नहीं हो, किसी और का है ना, उसी टाइम पे ऐसे हो जाता है कि यस दिस इज फॉर मी। और वो भी चीज
लोगों मुझे हमने शेयर किया है कि whatever Devi has said, even though it may not be directly calling, she may not be directly calling your name, even if she answers somebody else, we know that she is answering us. We just feel so clearly this answer is for me. Absolutely, ma. So irrespective of whether Devi actually reads out your answer question and answers that or not, just sitting and having the darshan of Devi, so many auspicious things can happen in our life. And Kirtima has shared from her personal experience as well. So beautifully shared, Kirtima. Thank you so much. And you're doing such a great service by doing Annadan to 100 people every day as a part of the Kailasa Pune efforts. Thank you so much for doing that and serving to people at the time when it is needed the most. Thank you so much.
Thank you, ma.
Thank you, ma. Dear viewers, not just one, two, or a few people. We are able to get only a few people to come and share live on NTV because of the limited time that we have for the program. But we have thousands, hundreds of thousands of disciples and devotees of the Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism who are experiencing miraculous healings, unbelievable wealth manifestations, breakthrough success, extraordinary experiences, manifesting spiritual powers, materialization, and what not. So much is happening. So many auspicious things are happening with the darshan of Devi Parashakti. So before we move on to the next segment of today's program, let's take a short break.
There are some great spiritual sciences unique to Hinduism. Subtle, otherworldly, but definitive sign. Manifesting the cosmic beings in Archavatara, deities in Nijavatara, living incarnations is possible. Understand? Kriya Pada of Vedas and Agamas elaborately explain the whole science of making the cosmic beings manifest in Archavatara, deities, and Nijavatara, living incarnations, both. During the Bhava Samadhi Darshan, literally those cosmic beings manifest through this body. Just like how they manifest in Archavatara, deity, they manifest in Nijavatara, Pratyakshavatara, and give you all the boons you ask, bless you, see, each god is an independent intelligence to lead you to enlightenment. Each god is a bridge for you to achieve the Shivatva, the ultimate Shiva consciousness. Krishna is the bridge for you to achieve the Krishna consciousness. But Shiva consciousness, Krishna consciousness, all consciousness is one and the same. Ultimate consciousness only. So that energy itself completely expresses.
Just like Radhika, when I see my own sweetness in the mirror, I become eager to taste it. I find that the only way to relish this sweetness is through the constitution of Sri Radhika.
Bhava Samadhi Darshan is a window to the infinite expanse of consciousness, allowing us to glimpse the formless in a way that we can understand. It cleanses the karmas of lifetimes. It awakens our biomemory to the space of Paramashiva, the ultimate consciousness, and creates a deep and lasting transformation in us.
I welcome you all with my love and
Welcome back, dear viewers.
Let you all.
I hope all of us enjoyed the Devi Parashakti's Akashic reading yesterday, because for the first time yesterday, Devi Parashakti revealed the cosmic records, revealed the cosmic archives in the language of English. So many devotees and disciples got blessed, and the answer was directly revealed by Devi Parashakti in English language itself. And so I'm sure it was Devi answered all our prayers, or many of our prayers, because we all wanted to be able to understand whatever Devi Parashakti has been dealing with us. So how do we, what are these Akashic records and how do we understand them? What kind of questions we can ask? So we're going to have Madhya Swami going to share about what are Akashic records.
So Nithyanandam, everyone. So we'll be of what is Akashic records. So Akashic records are the records created in space. So whatever has happened in time is there as a file. So nothing can be destroyed. Please understand, none of your actions, thoughts, plans, emotions, words, nothing can be destroyed. Akashic records are the cosmic archives of everything that happened, which is happening and will happen. Yes. So Akashic records are the verbal, visual, 5-dimensional document. So whatever is happening is continuously getting recorded. So all the information you collected from all your births is in your DNA. So you can access some of them just to understand and not to waste the time doing the same actions again and again. Yes. So Akashic reading is not prediction. It is a reading from cosmic archives. So there is no such thing as past, as present and future. So beyond space, creation and destruction happens simultaneously. And in the dimension of time starts the past, present and future. But in Akashic records, there is no past, present and future. And that is why what you call as happened, happening, yet to happen are clearly recorded. So in Swamiji's words, nobody has a right to comment on these readings. Nobody has a right to manipulate these readings. Nobody has a right to interpret, comment these readings. So they are complete unto themselves. For anybody to live in tune with the cosmos, the Jivan Mukti, the living enlightenment, does not need any special practice other than listening to these great readings again and again. When you listen to these great readings, naturally your negative logic is penetrated, it's broken. And these great truths settle in your inner space and they literally make you live enlightenment. So only an avatar can decode the Akashic readings. So as avatar of Paramashiva, the supreme pontiff of Hinduism, has graced humanity with the blessings and darshan in the form of Devi Parashakti, revealing the answers to questions to the yearning of seekers as solutions, breakthroughs, and liberating humanity from pain and suffering. So any answer which is given by Devi Parashakti is not just an answer but a karmic breakthrough for the receiver. So we have the Shastra Pramana from the Vijnana Bhairava Tantra. It says, Akasham Vimalam Pashyan Krutva Drishtim Nirantaram Shabdhatma Tat Kshanad Devi Bhairavam Vapur Apnuya. Bhagavan Paramashiva says, looking at the spotless infinite etheric space, Akasha, beyond the sky and clouds, one should fix one's gaze from the third eye, without blinking, continuously, and make the body and inner space steady and motionless. In that very moment, O Devi, one attains the nature and powers of the infinite space, Bhairava. So we have the Apta Pramana for these Akashic readings from the Mahabharata. In Hindu Purana, Mahabharata narrates the story of the great sage Maitreya, who reveals the secrets to Vidura, the story of his birth in human form and reasons of all his suffering. So sage Maitreya accessed the Akashic records and he told Vidura that he was not an ordinary man but was in fact an incarnation of the Lord of Death, the Yamaraj. He was to play the part of a so-called Sudra for 100 years, being cursed by Manduka Muni. Yes. So what are the benefits of Akashic records? The Supreme Pontiff says, all the information you collected from all your births is in your DNA. You can access some of them just to understand and not to waste the time doing the same actions again and again. So accessing the DNA code, reading the Akashic records will be useful for you to be liberated from your default future, bringing an end to binding cognitions, known and unknown suffering, leading you to experience enlightenment, Paramashivoham. Yes, so only an avatar can actually alter the Akashic readings. So the initiated Balasans can view the Akashic records. However, only an avatar can alter, edit, upgrade and change the Akashic records. So during the Darshan and Diksha, the Supreme Pontiff, he blesses and upgrades the Akashic records as per the prayer of the devotee. So what can you ask in Akashic readings? The most accurate and unbiased answer to any questions about your life, your destiny, purpose, or any everyday part of your life. So be spiritually healed of physical and emotional problems with just a look or a word. Understand the reasons behind your life's happenings. Receive blessings to fulfill your right desires and get the clarity to redesign your future. Yes. So with that, we have the beautiful opportunity to ask questions directly to Devi Parashakti today. So with that, we'll be moving on to the next segment after a short break.
Nithyananda Paramashivoham.
So the next segment is offerings to Devi Parashakti. So how can we offer a deep gratitude and devotion to Devi Parashakti? First, before moving on to that, let us understand what is the significance of offering. So offering is a giving of divine gift of pure love, pure devotion and oneness, and it consists of two parts. One is giving and number two is accepting. So only when the divine accepts what one offers and the offering itself becomes complete. So offering is not made out of fear nor out of greed. When an avatar lands, the offerings are purely a part of the grand Leela, which is played out only for the purpose of enlightenment. Yes. So we have the Dhyana Shloka, Prashasta Pramana. Indhuni Bhavedakara Bhagninayanam Syat Pankaja Varabhaya Japaksha Sarayuktam Angahima Bhushana Vichitra Vasanam Syat Tunghama Kutojwala Manonmani Swarupam. So the translation says, moon-like face, holding the Vedas, the books on hand, fire in eyes, with lotus flower grazing and blessing the hands, and one hand with japamala, beautifully decorated with jeweled ornaments in wonderful clothes and shining wing crown. Her name is Manonmani. Next Dhyana Sloka is Dhyayet Devi Trinetram Sashini Bhavadanam Vedahastam Dadanam Sabhye Padmam Varadama Pare Chabhayam Chakshamalam Divyair Abharanair Vibhushitatanam Brahmadibihi Pujitam Devi Meva Manonmani Pratidinam Kamartha Datrim Shubham. So the meaning of this verse is, I meditate on Devi with 3 eyes, glowing like a moon, and hold Veda, lotus, and gracing with blessing and gracing hands. She is wearing beautiful ornaments. She is worshipped by Brahma and other many gods and showers auspicious boons for all actions every day. So let us understand what is the significance of the divine element gold. So gold is a divine element. It purifies anything it touches. So it is an element of spiritual significance and great spiritual power of healing and enlightening. The vibration of gold has the power to infuse sattva energy and positive thought currents in anyone who wears and anyone who sees or operates in its vicinity. So gold is present in all the scriptures, the Vedas, the Agamas, the Shrutis, the Smritis, the Itihasas and Puranas. So in all Hindu scriptures, it is abundantly displayed that gold is the most auspicious and it is the purest metal which purifies our being. So in Hindu civilization, everything was built in gold, exchanged in gold. Ritual feasts were offered in golden bricks. So when one was to be saved from life-threatening illnesses, gold was offered as a ritual fee. So gold was in abundance and used for weighing equivalent amounts of commodities, including cows. Kingdoms were built with huge doors of gold. The streets would have huge columns and huge archways made of gold. Horses and cows were dressed in gold. So Hindu civilization thrived on the banks of rivers of gold. And Indus river was called Hiranmaya, the river of gold in Rig Veda. The river Saraswati was called Hiranyavarthani in Atharva Veda. So gold is a supreme element for offering gifts to the ones you love and revere. Temples are constructed and paved in gold. Deities are made in gold and decked and adorned in gold because it preserves the enlightenment energy for thousands of years and it lasts forever. So with that, we'll be moving on to the various offerings which we can make to Parashakti. First offering is the offering of E-Hundi, where the Shastra Pramana says, Bhakti Priya, Bhakti Gamya, Bhakti Vashya, Bhayapaha, Shambhavi, Sharadaradhya, Sharvani, Sharmadai. Devi is fond of true devotion and is realized through true devotion. She can be won over through true devotion and she removes all the fears. So if there is any fear in the minds of devotee, Devi is sure to remove that fear. It is stated that Devi likes to be worshipped in autumn, and here it is meant that autumn of our lives, when thoughts turn more and more inwards, the role of the divine is known and understood clearly, and the need for Devi worship, it literally becomes stronger. So you can offer gratitude and devotion to Devi Parashakti by offering your Kanikai, and your name shall be chanted out during the puja to Devi. Yes. The next offering is offering of Sankalpa chanting. Tayathan mohyate vishvam saiva vishwam prashuyate sayachitta cha vijanam tushtarudhim prayaschati. The goddess enchants this universe and she herself gives birth to this universe. That goddess being prayed without interest in anything gives that knowledge that leads to salvation and gives wealth in materialistic sense. So this is from the Devi Mahatmyam, chapter 12, verse 34. So offering the Sankalpa, the conscious resolution, blesses the person offering with all the fruition of desires and wishes he is yearning for. Next offering is the offering of Sahasranama Swarnakasu. You can offer it at $75, $151 or $251. Namaparayana Prita. So she who likes repetition of her various names. So this is the offering of 1008 names of Devi Parashakti, and it's a very special and unique Archana offering to the Mahameru of Devi Parashakti. So you can offer a gold coin inscribed with each of the 1008 names and receive the blessings to have the Ananta Kalyana Gunas, all the divine qualities of Devi Parashakti. The next offering is the offering of Mukta Ankuti, the finger ring with a pearl. So the Meenakshi Pancharatnam, it says, Muktahara Lasatkirita Ruchiram, Purnendu Vaktra Prabham, Shinjannu Purakinkini Manidharam, Padma Prabha Basuram, Sarva Bhishta Falapradam Girisutam, Vanira Masevitam, Meenakshim Pranatosmi Santatamaham, Karunya Varam Nidim. So I bow to the goddess Meenakshi, whose crown has garlands of pearls and face shining like a full moon, who wears anklets that are studded with gemstones and has small bells, who is shining like the splendor of lotus, who grants all the wishes, the daughter of the mountain, who is worshipped by goddess Vani and Rama. I remain ever bowing to the goddess Meenakshi, the ocean of compassion. So you can offer this finger ring with pearl and receive blessings to be showered by her compassion and pure love in all your business endeavors. For at $251, $501 or $750. Next offering is the offering of Swarna Padma Pushpam, the golden lotus, where the Pramana says from the Kamika Agama, all the kalasas should be wound around with a suitable thread and covered with new cloth. They should be adorned with lotus flower made of gold. So there are hundreds of scriptural references of using this lotus in the worship of Paramashiva. Almost everything in the worship of ultimate involves the consecration of deities of worship, or meditating on, or the mudras and asanas used during worship involves the lotus flower, lotus leaf, lotus pericarp, lotus petals. The lotus is a divine flower. So the Shakti of Paramashiva is also called as lotus. Base of Paramashiva Linga is a lotus. The disciple of Paramashiva is also considered as a lotus. So you can offer this golden lotus in any size you wish to, and to be blessed to have the state space powers, being of Devi in your inner space amidst any or every adverse situations in life. The next offering is offering of Swarna Metti, the golden toe ring. So you whose brightness from toenails destroys the darkness of ignorance from the minds of your devotees who prostrate at your feet. So you can offer this Swarna Metti, the golden toe ring, to Parashakti at $750. So you can offer the ring to Devi, adorning her sacred feet, to be in constant gratitude for receiving her blessings in even the most difficult aspects of your life. Next offering is offering of Swarna Mangtika, the gold hairline jewelry, Sudha Sarabi Varshini. So she who makes the nectar flow in all her nerves from Sahasrara, she who gives the very pleasant experience of the ultimate. The Mangtika, it represents the nectar flowing from the Sahasrara chakra, which is fully opened. So you can offer the Mangtika to Devi and receive blessings of achieving the blissful state of overflowing gratitude and the space of complete completion, and you can offer it at $750. The next offering is offering of Pratyaksha Pada Puja. So the Pratyaksha Pada Puja, from the Sloka 83 of Saundarya Lahari, it states that the nails have been sharpened by constantly being touched by the crowns of celestial beings who always prostrate before Devi. So Tamo Guna is darkness. In this stotra, tamas is indicative of ignorance in the minds of devotees, and by constantly prostrating before Devi, their ignorance is removed and they attain knowledge. Offering the Pratyaksha Pada Puja blesses the Yajaman with all the auspiciousness and blessings of the Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism, His Divine Holiness Bhagavan Nithyananda Paramashivam. Along with the Pratyaksha Pada Puja, you also can offer the Vastra Seva to receive all the blessings and auspiciousness of His Divine Holiness for $1,008. So we have the various offerings which I listed out. The E-Hundi, you can offer it for any amount. Sankalpa chanting, so you can offer the conscious resolution at $1. Devi Sahasranama Kasu at $75, $157 to $50. Mukta Anguti, the pearl ring, the Swarna Padma Pushpam, the Swarna Metti, the Swarna Mangtika, Pratyaksha Pada Puja, and Vastra Seva. Yes. So we have this link which is projected in the registration form, the tiny.cc/bhavasamadhi, tiny.cc/Devi offerings. So you can actually go ahead and click on to this link, tiny.cc/Sankalpa 2021, to enter your details and receive Devi's blessings.
Paramashivoham. Om Nithyananda Paramashivoham. Om Nithyananda Paramashivoham. Paramashivoham. Om Nithyananda Paramashivoham. Om Nithyananda Paramashivoham. Paramashivoham. Om Nithyananda Paramashivoham. Om Nithyananda Paramashivoham. Paramashivoham. Om Nithyananda Paramashivoham. Om Nithyananda Paramashivoham.
Yes. So you can see the live stream in the YouTube. You can actually go to the super chat or the super sticker here, and you can offer your gratitude to Devi Parashakti today. And we also have the Sankalpa chanting, where you will be guided on to this page when you click onto that link. And as you go to the next, click onto the next here, and you can actually accept and affirm all these things and give all your details, your first name, date, email, your phone number, state, country, and whatever offering you want to offer. And you can submit this page. So before that, we'll also be moving on to the link, the tiny.cc/offerings to Parashakti. So you can go to this page and you'll be guided and choose an option in the sevas. So these are the various sevas you can offer: the Padma Pushpam, Swarna Metti, Swarna Mantika. You can click on to any one of those options and you can add to the cart. So it is $2,008. You can add to the cart. Yes, as you add to the cart, You'll be guided on to this page and you can proceed to check out. And you have to provide your billing details and you can place your order after you provide your billing details. So after this, after you submit this, after you are guided to this and your billing is finished, you can move on to the Sankalpa page and you can actually enter your details for your name to be chanted. Yes, so with that, we come to the conclusion of this segment. So we'll be moving on to the next segment. Thank you.
There are some great spiritual sciences unique to Hinduism. Subtle, otherworldly, but definitive sign. Manifesting the cosmic beings in Archavatara, deities in Nijavatara, living incarnations is fasting. Understand? Kriya Pada of Vedas and Agamas elaborately explain the whole science of making the cosmic beings manifest in Archavatara, deities and Nijavatara, living incarnation, both. During the Bhava Samadhi Darshan, literally those cosmic beings manifest through this body. Just like how they manifest in Archavatara, deity, they manifest in Nijavatara, Pratyakshavatara, and give you all the boons you ask, bless you. You see, each God is an independent intelligence to lead you to enlightenment. Each God is a bridge for you to achieve the Shivatva, the ultimate Shiva consciousness. Krishna is the bridge for you to achieve the Krishna consciousness. But Shiva consciousness, Krishna consciousness, all consciousness is one and the same. Ultimate consciousness only. So that energy itself completely expresses.
Just like Radhika, when I see my own sweetness in the mirror, I become eager to taste it. I find that the only way to relish this sweetness is through the constitution of Sri Radhika.
Bhava Samadhi Darshan is a window to the infinite expanse of consciousness, allowing us to glimpse the formless in a way that we can understand. It cleanses the karmas of lifetimes. It awakens our biomemory to the space of Paramashiva, the ultimate consciousness, and creates a deep and lasting transformation in us.
Welcome back, dear viewers. Now, in the next segment of today's program, we are going to share with you about Kailasa's multi-layer quarantine opportunities for India during COVID-19 as a practical solution resulting in health, joy, and bliss. How the Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism has taken responsibility to provide multi-layer quarantine, which is the most important requirement to protect us living in India. So we're going to play a short clip of what Devi Parashakti had revealed in Akashic readings about what is really happening in India. The hell, as described in the Hindu scriptures, is Kirimi Bhojanam, and India is literally becoming that hell as we speak. Let us hear what Devi Parashakti has to say.
நீ சொல்லும் நபர்கள் போடும் சண்டை சச்சரவெல்லாம் எரியும் பெருநெருப்பில் இருக்கும் இரண்டு எலிகள் போடும் சண்டை போன்றது. யார் சரி யார் தவறு என்பது இப்பொழுது முக்கியம் அல்ல. உயிர் காத்துக் கொள்ளுங்கள், எல்லோரும் நன்றாய் புரிந்து கொள்ளுங்கள். நன்மையைச் சொல்லுகின்றேன், உண்மையைச் சொல்லுகின்றேன். இந்திய நாட்டில் இருக்கும் மக்கள் எல்லோரும் கேளுங்கள். கருட புராணத்தில் வியாசன் சொன்ன கிருமி போஜனம் என்னும் நரகம் திறந்து நேரடியாய் இந்தியா மீது இடிபோல் விழுகின்றது. ஆதி கைலாசத்திற்கு ஓடிச் சென்று வருமுன் காத்துக்கொள்வது மட்டுமே ஒரே வழி. கொரோனா பெருந்தொற்று கொள்ளை நோய் கிருமி போஜனம் எனும் நரகத்தை பூமிக்கு கொண்டு வந்து விட்டது. அகோர தாண்டவத்தின் ஆட்டம் யாராலும் அடக்க முடியாத அளவிற்கு ஆரம்பித்து விட்டது. புதிதாய் உருக்கொண்டிருக்கும் இந்த நுண்ணுயிரி மைல்கள் கடந்தும் காற்றினில் உயிரோடு இருந்து மற்ற உயிர்களையும் அழித்து உடல்களை தின்னும் பெரும் வலிவு கொண்ட பேரசுரர்களாய் வலம் வர துவங்கி விடுகின்றது. நன்றாய் புரிந்து கொள்ளுங்கள். வருமுன் காத்துக் கொள்ளுங்கள், அது ஒன்றே வழி. அதற்காகவே ஆதி கைலாசத்தை திறந்து வைத்திருக்கின்றேன். உயிர் காத்துக் கொள்ள வேண்டி விரும்பும் எல்லோரும் ஓடுங்கள் ஆதி கைலாசத்திற்கு. இந்தியாவில்தான் இந்த நரகம் திறந்து உலகெங்கும் பரவப் போகின்றது. கிருமி போஜன நரகம் பூமிக்கு வந்துவிட்டது. மனிதர்கள் செய்த மகா கொடுமைகளினால். அன்னை முன்னின்று என் அடியவரை காப்பேன் சொல்வதை கேட்டு உயிர் காத்துக் கொள்ள விரும்புவோர் வருமுன் காப்பது ஒன்றே வழி என்று தெரிந்து செல்லுங்கள் ஆதி கையிலைக்கு. ஓம் ஓம் ஓம். நீ சொல்லும் நபர்கள் போடும் சண்டை.
We are now going to be sharing with you the English translation of what Devi Parashakti has revealed. Everyone in India, all of you listen. The hell of Kirimi Bhojanam that was mentioned by Vyasa in Garuda Puranam has opened and is directly falling on India as a thunder. Running to Adi Kailasa and protection by preventive quarantine from it is the only way. Deadly corona, life-taking disease has brought hell known as Kirmi Bhojanam to earth. The dance of Aghora Tandava, which no one could control, has started. This microorganism that has formed will be alive in the air for miles together. Destroying other souls, it will eat the bodies. It has started roaming as great demons with tremendous strength. Understand properly, prevention is the only way. For that, I have opened Adi Kailasa. For those who want to save their lives, all of you run to Adi Kailasa. Only in India, this hell is going to open and is going to spread to the whole world. The Kirimi Bhojanam hell has come to planet Earth because of the sufferings done by the humans. Mother, I will protect those at my feet, those who listen to me and wish to save their lives, learning that prevention is the only way. Go to Adi Kailasa. Now let us understand what is Kirmi Bhojanam. Kirmi Bhojanam is one of the 28 hells described in Hindu scriptures, where people are sent to suffer in a pit to be eaten up by worms. It is mentioned in Garuda Purana, the chapter Cosmogony of Hell and Nether Regions. It is also mentioned in various other scriptures. It is mentioned in the Devi Bhagavata Purana, the Skanda Purana, the Shiva Purana, the Brahma Purana, and the Padma Purana. Now let us see the situation around the world in the year 2021. This is the last updated numbers of COVID-19 around the world in the year as latest as the 6th of June 2021. So the number of cases that have been affected are 173 million cases around the world and 3.7 million deaths. And vaccines have been administered, vaccine doses that have been administered so far is about 2 billion vaccine sources have been administered.
Yes. So the world's most infectious disease is now airborne. So COVID is airborne, the scientists say, and now authorities think so too. So this is a new news article which also reveals a quiet revolution has permeated global health circles, and authorities have come to accept what many researchers have argued for over a year. The coronavirus can spread through air. So that new acceptance by the World Health Organization and US Centers for Disease Control and Prevention comes with concrete implications. So scientists are calling for ventilation systems to be overhauled like public water supplies, where in the 1800s after fetid pipes were found to harbor cholera. So cleaner indoor air won't just fight the pandemic, it will minimize the risk of catching flu and other respiratory infections that cost the US more than $50 billion a year, researchers said in a study. More than 50 billion a year. So avoiding these germs and their associated sickness and productivity losses would therefore offset the cost of upgrading ventilation and filtration in buildings.
Here you can see various articles which now has led, the world is slowly now realizing or ready to accept and ready to publish that coronavirus is airborne. So here you can see this is an article from Mint where it says it was only last week that the World Health Organization and the CDC in US made this official with the vaccine that the discussing about the airborne transmission of COVID virus, and only now it has become official.
We also have one of these news articles which says the airborne COVID threat is confirmed and what to do about it. So the Hindu explains this airborne transmission of COVID-19 at risk. So we can also see a few more news articles describing that COVID-19 is literally airborne.
And here you can see that how it is transmitted. See, the key difference in transmission. If it is a droplet from cough and sneezes can spread droplets of saliva and mucus. Now that is about 5 microns, right? That virus diameter is like 5 microns, the size. Now in terms of airborne, the tiny particles possibly produced by talking are suspended in the air for longer and travel farther. So not just with sneezing or some people who's coughing, but just because you're talking and in that whatever you speak, that virus can get transmitted through that, and it is less than 5 microns. So, and they are travel faster and longer. So we need to really protect ourselves from even breathing the air in a place where people are with COVID affected patients.
So we can see the last case recorded in Chennai, Tamil Nadu, 36 minutes ago, there were 10,072 confirmed cases, in which 9,983 are active cases, and out of which 26 lives have been recovered and 63 deaths have occurred.
Various statistics here, you can see the new cases literally plummeting in India, especially in Tamil Nadu. The situation is really, really bad. The graphs are all showing that more number of people actually are dying in the corona due to the in the second wave as compared to what happened before. So more number of deaths happening in the second wave of corona.
Yes. So we can also see the graph which explains the current state of India, the state of COVID-19 in Tamil Nadu, in Chennai, where we have 2,94,000 totally positive cases, and recovered are 2,60,367 recovered cases, 29,256 active cases, and 4,450 death.
And here, if you can see in the chart, the age group for the number of active cases is somewhere between, the maximum age group it affects is like 30 to 40 years. So somewhere between 20 to 60. That's the center 4 bars, 20 years to 60 years. So that's the age group, with mainly between 30 to 50 years have been the most affected. And keeping account, so here you can see the number of cases versus record versus deaths everywhere. It's the number of deaths are increasing day by day by day.
So this is the current state of COVID-19 pandemic in India, Maharashtra, 2 minutes ago. So we have confirmed 57 lakh, more than 5 crore cases.
Yes, so this is in Maharashtra. What we are seeing here is about confirmed is 57.9 lakh cases, and active is about 2.2 lakhs is active, and recovered is about 54 lakhs have been recovered, and there are about 97,000 deaths just in the state of Maharashtra. You can see actually the number of deaths is drastically more as compared to even last year. So here it's just like a COVID in terms of how many, bed management, how was the situation in the hospitals, etc. And here, if you can see, in terms of the total people that have been traced the past 24 hours was 17,000, and the high-risk cases are 11,000. So whether it is in Tamil Nadu or Karnataka or Maharashtra, the number of deaths have been drastically high.
Yes. So we can see the news that home quarantine is not possible in India. So the statement made by the Indian government, exactly what the Supreme Court of Hinduism has revealed in the Akashic readings and during his satsangs. So the Assam Chief Minister Himanta Biswa Sharma said that the home quarantine is one prime reason for the large number of deaths during the second wave of COVID-19 in Assam. So Assam on Monday, it witnessed 92 deaths, which was the highest single-day deaths in the state. And he said, we have seen more death cases are happening from home isolation, as several people do not keep oximeters and some do not read the counts in the meter properly.
Here you can see the Maharashtra government on Tuesday announced the decision to stop the home quarantine in 18 districts, which showed higher COVID positivity rate than the state's average. State's Public Health Minister Rajesh Tope said that the decision is taken to ensure better healthcare facilities to patients in districts which are showing a higher positivity rate. So the whole home quarantine is not working, will not work. And if you are convincing yourself that you are safe at home, you are in a grave danger. So please protect yourself immediately. And how we can protect ourselves, what are the options that we have? That's what we're going to be discussing further in today's segment. So here you can see one more article in Business Line which says on how home quarantine is literally impossible in India.
So literally, this article speaks about how home quarantine is not possible in India. So self-isolation for COVID-19 is impossible for 40% of Indian families. So if you read the article, it says, according to the census 2011, about 42% of Indian households were living in houses where, on average, 3 or more people were sharing a room. So in the context of coronavirus, this challenge of physical distancing is greater in rural areas than in the urban ones. And the only one state, Kerala, is looking relatively dignified on this metric.
Now, the real question is, where is the space for home quarantine in cities, especially where people are living in such a packed manner? Home quarantine is literally impossible in India. And the Supreme Pontiff has been repeating this over and over and over again. Home quarantine is not possible in India. Now, when the first world countries are closing their borders during a massive global emergency, Kailasa, on the other hand, has opened its doors to all without exception.
So the Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism, he reveals, at least 6 months back, I became aware that multi-layer quarantine is needed to protect people. If you are in India and you want to protect your immediate family or extended family, anyone who will listen to you, get them immediately to our campuses.
Now, the free COVID care centers that have been opened across India, in Adi Kailash, Bangalore, in Salem Adinam, Tirunnamalai Adinam, Rajapalayam Adinam, Puduvai Adinam, Pattanam Adinam, Sirikapadi Adinam, Sripuram Adinam, Hyderabad, Palayam, Madurai, Hosur, Baroda, in so many places, the Supreme Pontiff through Kailasa is providing the foreign aid by opening all these Adinams to anybody who want to protect themselves using a multi-layer quarantine.
So Kailasa literally rushes to help as India finds itself on the verge of COVID-19 third wave. So by the following options, multiple free COVID care centers which are opened across India. Various social services are offered during the pandemic in Nithyananda ashrams across India. Spiritual services offered during the pandemic in Nithyananda ashrams, and the cosmic revelations on the global pandemic.
Now, in terms of free social services offered during the pandemic in the ashrams across India, we provide medical care and various different, allopathy as well as holistic medicine, Ayurveda, Siddha medicine, fire safety equipment maintenance, infrastructure to accommodate thousands of people, accommodation for multi-layered quarantine, emergency ambulances and ICU on wheels, personal protective medical equipment, groceries collected for Annadan, and organic farming.
So you can also join this COVID Care Protection Center by registering through the link which is given below, just projected, kailasa.org/Kailasa Care.
Yes. Now, how are we providing these multi-layer quarantine facilities in Adi Kailasha Saranyapita? Let's take a look at it after a short break.
Nithyananda Paramashivoham.
There are some great spiritual sciences unique to Hinduism. Subtle, otherworldly, but definitive sign manifesting the cosmic beings in Archavatara, deities in Nijavatara, living incarnations is possible. Understand? Kriya Pada of Vedas and Agamas elaborately explain the whole science of making the cosmic beings manifest in Archavatara, deities and Nijavatara, living incarnations, both. During the Bhava Samadhi Darshan, literally those cosmic beings manifest through this body. Just like how they manifest in Archavatara, deity, They manifest in Nijavatara, Pratyakshavatara, and give you all the boons you ask, bless you. You see, each God is an independent intelligence to lead you to enlightenment. Each God is a bridge for you to achieve the Shivatva, the ultimate Shiva consciousness. Krishna is the bridge for you to achieve the Krishna consciousness. But Shiva consciousness, Krishna consciousness, all consciousness is one and the same. Ultimate consciousness only. So that energy itself completely expresses.
Just like Radhika, when I see my own sweetness in the mirror, I become eager to taste it. I find that the only way to relish this sweetness is through the constitution of Sri Radhika.
Bhava Samadhi Darshan is a window to the infinite expanse of consciousness, allowing us to glimpse the formless in a way that we can understand. It cleanses the karmas of lifetimes. It awakens our biomemory to the space of Paramashiva, the ultimate consciousness, and creates a deep and lasting transformation in us.
There are some great spiritual sciences unique to Hinduism. Subtle, otherworldly, but definitive sign. Manifesting the cosmic beings in Archavatara, deities in Nijavatara, living incarnations is possible. Understand? Kriya Pada of Vedas and Agamas elaborately explain the whole science of making the cosmic beings manifest in Archavatara, deities and Nijavatara, living incarnation, both. During the Bhava Samadhi Darshan, literally those cosmic beings manifest through this body. Just like how they manifest in Archavatara, deity, they manifest in Nijavatara, Pratyakshavatara, and give you all the boons you ask, bless you. You see, each God is an independent intelligence to lead you to enlightenment. Each God is a bridge for you to achieve the Shivatva, the ultimate Shiva consciousness. Krishna is the bridge for you to achieve the Krishna consciousness. But Shiva consciousness, Krishna consciousness, all consciousness is one and the same. Ultimate consciousness only. So that energy itself completely expresses.
Just like Radhika, when I see my own sweetness in the mirror, I become eager to taste it. I find that the only way to relish this sweetness is through the constitution of Sri Radhika.
Bhava Samadhi Darshan is a window to the infinite expanse of consciousness, allowing us to glimpse the formless in a way that we can understand. It cleanses the karmas of lifetimes. It awakens our biomemory to the space of Paramashiva, the ultimate consciousness, and creates a deep and lasting transformation in us.
There are some great spiritual sciences unique to Hinduism. Subtle, otherworldly, but definitive sign.
So we'll be moving on to the next segment of glimpses from Kailasa's Department of Health on COVID protection for Adi Kailasa Sarvajnapeetham. Yes. So if you can see the immunity boosters and COVID care which is actually provided with allopathic immune boosters, the Zinconia, vitamin D and vitamin C is given and the procurement is done. So through Ayurvedic medicine, immunity boosters are being provided to protect all the residents of Adi Kailasa Sarvajnapeetham. So we also have our Adi Kailasa Sarvagnapeetam's medical representative, Manitya Atmaniranjanamma. Yes, we'll also be having a discussion with her. So steaming once a day with tulsi, eucalyptus and nochi and turmeric leaves. So these are the various immune boosters and COVID care that is provided. So all these herbal leaves are taken from the healing trees here in Adi Kailasa. So twice a week consumption of Kabasura Kudineer, which is a mixture of pepper, ginger and cloves and other ingredients extensively aimed for boosting the lungs, improving the respiratory system and treating infectious conditions such as cough, cold and fever. So we also have been giving the Nilavembu Kudineer to be taken once a week, the Agasthyar Legium 5 days, Talisadi Vatakkam 3 to 4 tablets per day for 5 days, Indu Ghanta Kashayam and Amrutottara Kashayam. So both for 5 days, 1 teaspoon with 50 ml of warm water. So these are the various immunity boosters which have been provided in Adi Kailasha. And Sudarshana Gulika once every 5 days. Then we give them gargling with salt and turmeric twice a day. And spiritual routine, Panchakriya, Haritaki, castor oil, neem juice, Pratama Vinyasa Krama, Trinetra Kumbhaka and Puja. So what are the basic sanitation and safety practices? So disposal of soiled pads, infected material and non-biodegradables done through incineration. RO water systems for drinking water. Cleansing and sanitization of overhead tanks is being done. So regular deweeding and maintenance and repair of electrical circuits. Communication facilities for the safety of the residents and compost pit filling with biodegradables. So what is the diagnostic care and COVID care or quarantine methodology we have been following in Adi Kailasa Sarvagnapeetam? So immediately upon arrival to the campus, the occupants will be quarantined for 15 days. Followed by that, a swab test will be taken, RT-PCR test to be done on the day 5 of quarantine, and all the food handlers to be wearing masks and gloves and keeping distance. And disposal of waste food to be done with gloves and masks. Disposal of gloves and masks by incineration. And in case of any emergency, protective kits ready at hand to take a COVID positive patient to hospital. So any of these symptoms, these are the COVID-19 coronavirus symptoms. You can see shortness of breath or difficulty in breathing, loss of speech or mobility or confusion, chest pain. Most common symptoms being fever, cough, tiredness, loss of taste or smell, and less common symptoms being sore throat, having headache, aches and pains, diarrhea, redness or irritated eyes. So the next is the hand washing and the infection control. So washing your hands as often thoroughly with soap and water or with alcohol-based hand sanitizer. So avoid sharing any items, for example, dishes, drinking glasses, cups, or eating utensils, towels, bedding or other items with other residents in the Adhinam. Yes, so joining with us, we also have Dr. Manitya Atmaniranjanamma, Nithyanandamma. Yes, could you please
Nithyananda. Yes.
Yes, ma'am. We can go ahead and we can talk about the mask protection.
So, as Swamiji has very clearly explained about the layered quarantine, right? So basically, at the exit, that's the first level of quarantine, the person who is there receives things from the vendors, or whoever has gone out and comes back to pick up anything. That is the time we have to be extremely careful about wearing the mask, about sanitizing the items which come in, about sanitizing our own hands repeatedly, washing hands regularly, and the mask and the social distancing that needs to happen. So all of it, what is handled at the first layer of quarantine, is with the person who does not mix with the people who are living as inmates inside the Adhinam. So the Adhinavasis are not exposed at all to the vendor. So once that level is actually taken care of, the next is, see, like the mask protection is to wear the mask at all times, especially when we are exposed to the outside people. Now we are talking about the double layered cotton masks, which needs to be changed. See, the maintenance of a mask becomes very important, because as we all know, the black fungus, all the fungal things which are happening now as a result of, one is of course depressed immunity. The second is actually the moistness in the mask. So that has to be actually taken care of. Our sweat itself can be a nidus for the fungus to grow, right? So it needs to be handled correctly. So the mask, whereas the N95 mask, which has been actually prescribed for COVID, we can wash it and you can dry it in the sunlight and reuse it. So this is something that we have actually educated all the people inside of the Adinam. See, as you can see here, this is the N95 mask, which is actually being procured in the Adinam right now. And it has been given to all the Adinavasis, and more so when we are actually handling anything once with the dust, or any item where we feel there could be a possible contamination, or now as we're talking about airborne and things like that, it becomes very important. Even if we are in the periphery, we are working along the periphery of the Adinam, we ensure that we take enough care to wear these masks. And then of course the quarantine people who are in the quarantine now, who come in with an RT-PCR of negative, but we still keep them in the quarantine for 14 days before we do a retest for them and then let them into the community. We are happy to actually inform that the first batch of quarantine is getting over. Okay, and we have actually done the test yesterday. The results are expected today, and we have quite a large number of almost 20 people who will be joining us in the finishing their quarantine and coming. So we are having it in batches, right? So now even when we interact with them, if they have to come out, like the face